It's been always burning since the world's been turning. That was so cringe. I don't know. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work out. So basically, what we're doing here is we have ourselves a park of dinosaurs, and this game is going to get played in the absolute opposite way of how it was intended. This may seem like a weird set of mountains, and you'd be correct in assuming that they're not natural. And the reasoning for that is what I'm going to do here is drive a vehicle. You know, we're gonna have a dirt bike park. That's what we're doing. The world's most dangerous dirt bike park. So yeah, it's Tokyo Drift some cool.
What are you gonna do, dinos, huh? You gonna hunt me? You gonna eat me, huh? Eat me, baby.
Look, I've had it. It's been a rough day. I've had it. We're getting rid of the feeders. Okay, we're gonna see what happens. And we're also going to just, you know, hopefully lure them over to the people in this beautiful fenced in area that I pre-set up to be closed off to really allow them no exit. There's a high chance these guys just stay here and starve to death because they're dumb dinosaurs with brains the size of walnuts. So yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. They're literally chickens. This is what we're gonna do. Okay, you see this path right here? It's got a fence in here, and then you know, I'm not at all a sadistic human being, but I do value the real fear factor and adrenaline factor in an amusement park, and I think really the best way to get that to the max is you know, give them something to actually be afraid about. You know, there's nothing to be afraid of if you're just watching them through a fence. How about we make it so you don't just watch them through a fence? They're instead gonna be here, hopefully, I mean not hopefully eventually killing you, but you know, it's a thought that could occur. I think I understand problem here. Okay. I think we're in a really good position as an amusement park to really thrive in the fear factor. Like, people are going to be talking about this for years. They'll make movies about this, in fact, you know? The most adrenaline-filled, action-packed amusement park to ever exist. You get to be up in front with the dinosaurs. You see, this guy, he's loving it. These guys, they're loving it. I mean, talk about the adrenaline factor this guy's having. He tripped. He did a stereotypical trip when there's a monster chasing after you. That's how you know he's having the time of his life. And, you know, even if that time of his life involves being in the stomach of another living human being, he'll eventually come out the other end as a better and, you know, more thoroughly developed human being. It'll be a life-changing experience for him. You just gotta wait a few days. They work themselves into a corner. What silly human beings. Look at him, he's gonna get the experience too. Now the dude in the stomach gets him, but this guy got stepped on. This guy's this guy really got, he's dead. Oh, yep, this guy's dead. It's all part of the experience. If a few people die for the benefit of the majority, then, you know, can you really complain? Can you really complain? Sometimes a few have to die for the majority to have the full experience. Because you understand what I'm saying? The adrenaline wouldn't be to the max if at least a few people didn't die. So, you know, while they are screaming with joy, you know, I'm sorry, but a few of you guys are just gonna, look, it's the name of the game. Somebody has to die. I mean, it's dinosaurs, dude. They eat meat, okay? They're carnivorous. Like, you guys knew what you signed up for. Let's not try to twist this into a lawsuit, a legal lawsuit. We don't need to go to a legal lawsuit, okay? Let's, you know, let's be honest. It's not that, you know, it's not that dangerous.
We are pleased
Okay,
to
it's
welcome
not.
a Ceratosaurus to
It's
the
really
park.
not that bad to have a law. Like, you don't need to go all the way to a lawsuit. You see, we have gathered here a group of people that threaten to sue the park for, you know, human rights violations. See, here's what happens when you start worrying about human rights. Let it be known that despite all these bodies, these fake bodies, they're not even real people who died. They're fakes. We put them there to increase the adrenaline experience for everyone else. But let it be known that we have some of the finest dinosaur safety and really all of the North American continent. And well, we may be the only facility in North America. That doesn't change the fact that we hold the record for the safest. So, Shakespeare had a vision. He had a dream about a greater world. And I'm the one who really brought it all together. And, while they are screaming, it's cries of thank you. That's what it is. They're thanking me. We actually had a visit from our president, Donald J. Trump. He actually came here and he remarked upon how safe it was for, the lower class to come here. And, while we did sign a deal on the side to help thin out the lower class as, they're just not as important anymore, but, that is besides the point. The park is still safe. I have the quote. It's written down. So, what are you going to do? It's in writing. You can't claim it didn't happen. Okay, it's been a few minutes and I'm starting to realize that I should really rethink my ethics. Should really, maybe I should really have some more concern for human individuals. Maybe, perhaps there was a few human rights violations, perhaps. And I guess, really at the end of the day, Who's winning at the end of the day? That's what matters. I just can't help but think, this is what winning looks like. My whole life, I've been average at everything I've ever done. School, sports. And I think this is something I've really managed to excel past the average person in. And I think this is winning right here. I'm a winner. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. Just I'm a winner. Alright, so maybe it was a little bit too scary for some of the people. Look, that's not my fault. They gotta up their, they gotta up their fear tolerance. That's just not my fault. It's like, I don't understand. It's, they knew what they were signing up for.